Hey guys, Dan Burnham here, danburnham.com. This is part 3 of playing on bucket pieces. I want to thank all you guys that's commented. Thank Derek for posting this on the Facebook. And I hope this helps. I appreciate all the comments. Nice comments and remarks has been made. In part 3, I want to talk about playing closed position, warm up, and how to compare it for you that don't know what I'm talking about. First off, I'm playing on a Legends Brass Philharmonic, which is equivalent to a Bach 1B. Same diameter, same rim, it has the same back bore. It's very open. Plus, I'm playing on a Calet Jazz Gen 2, which is expanded bore 470. So you can see that there's a lot of air that I'm having to push through this piece. Well, conventional minds and young people always want to just give it all you got. When you're playing in closed position, especially on big pieces, you cannot do that. So I want to show you where I start, especially since I've been playing on this piece. I start on a G. Now, I'm still not warmed up. I just got the piece out. Playing in closed position is going to be harder to play low. Why do I say play closed position? Like I mentioned in part 2, if you'll play closed position, you don't have to pull off and reset when you reach if you max out with open position. So you have to play a little smarter. Now for you young people, there's a close comparison between tight, when you first put your mouthpiece up to your chops. Have you ever noticed you start playing and you can squeal real high notes, but after 20 seconds, 30 seconds, they're gone. Okay, that's when you're tight because the muscles haven't had a chance to warm up. The cool thing about playing in low register pedal tones in closed position, you're working the same muscles that you would work playing high. So it's a benefit. And before, I didn't do a lot of pedal tones. Now I do quite a few. But let's start out low. Or we'll do low C. Okay, that's a D flat. Again. Now, young people, the closed position is really similar to when your chops are tight. How you can know that you're doing closed position correctly is you should be able to, we'll start low, and go up to whatever the highest note you can play. Now see, I'm getting about an E there, but you heard me go up to a double A. Now I did a little more pushing, just a little bit more for the A, but I did not push here at all. Like John has said, like Lee Adams talks about, the pushing is coming from the air, the diaphragm, from the stomach, pushing to get that A a little bit, just a little bit louder. Now see that A then, I didn't push it, but I still kept the closed position. So when you warm up, and a lot of this information, like I said, is what Lee has worked with me on and taught me. And like I said, I still play with the MF protocol. And in the next couple of videos, I'll talk to you about that. But remember, in closed position, it's not working your high register as much as it's working your low register. So until I can get down to the low D, pedal D, I'll keep working, and like John talks about, I'll work softly. Okay, so D flat. And that's a double C. So what should happen, and what I have learned, believe it or not, is that if you play in closed position, it's going to increase your range slowly, because like I said, you're using the same muscles to play low that you're playing high. So Dan, why are you sharing this with me? Because no one shared it with me, and I used to play with 2 embouchures even on shallow pieces. So I hope that this helps. And last thing I will tell you is, for your warm down, you want to work the pedals and play softly. The other good thing about the bucket pieces, it will force you to, because you just can't unleash like on a shallow piece. If I were to use something, I can just get the power behind it. Like I said, what a shallow piece is going to do is lock you in. Now, the last thing I will tell you, for you guys who play big pieces that are not aware or don't know how to play in closed position, the best way I have found and learned, and like I said, this is through guidance from Lynn and guidance from Lee and even George Rollins, small pieces will actually force you to play in closed position. Now, like I said, I'm still hitting double C's on an equivalent Bach 1B. Last thing, if I were going to play with a stage band, jazz band, or play lead, I would not use this piece. Why not? Because this piece produces such a dark core. And the phone really doesn't do an example, but I'm telling you, if I were going to play high, or not high, I'm sorry, play lead in a jazz band or something like that, I would still use the same rim, I would still use the same diameter, but I would change the cup. I would probably go to a Bach 1D or maybe an E. Now, and I would also change my backbore. And why? Like I've showed you, I can play double C's on a Bach 1B equivalent, but the dark sound, dark core that I get that is suitable for orchestra will not be suitable for playing jazz band where you want a bright edge sound. And so changing the cup will, in the backbore, Derek has the Manhattan backbore, which is one of the tightest backbores out there. I love that if I'm doing high edge sizzle stuff. That's what I want. And you want a shallower cut because it's going to brighten it up. But stay with your rim and your diameter, because you can move back and forth and you're not changing anything. Guess what? I will still play closed with a shallower piece just like I would with the big piece. Guys, I hope this helps. Young people, if you have any more questions, just shoot me an email. I will do whatever I can to help you. I want to thank Derek, Legends Brass. I want to thank Lee Adams with Calet Trumpets, Calet.com, and Lynn Nicholson. Thanks, folks. Y'all have a good night.